This is Hino's Sport, bringing you that heat and that fart. We keeping the foot on the whoop on the next. We keeping the foot on the whoop on the next. And like the Tibetan mastiff that I am, I'm applying what? Unlimited pressure. Because pressure does what? It bursts pipes. Let's talk about it, man. You thought we forgot the chihuahua barking behind the damn fence. Let me say it again. The chihuahua barking behind the damn fence. Well, hold up. How come nobody's talking about Terence Crawford? You don't get off the hook. Why you not fighting my buddy me? My buddy me. My buddy me. Let me say it again for number 4. Because 4 means covering all sides of the angles. My buddy me. What happened to my buddy and me, man? In boxing, we don't have no friends, though. And you proved it the way that you treated Shawn Porter. You guys are clearly not friends. But why are you ducking Shawn Porter, man? Because pressure does what? It bursts his pipes. He don't want that pressure, man. He knows that Shawn Porter will expose him. He knows that Shawn Porter will make the Spence versus Crawford fight become an afterthought. Let me say it again. He knows that Shawn Porter will make the Spence versus the Crawford fight an afterthought. This is why Shawn Porter don't want that fight. Because Shawn Porter understands at his truest and his most properest levels. If you sit there and you fight a guy who clearly the triangle theory works with, who clearly can put you under duress. You know, Sport done told you, man. That's why I like Shawn Porter. Contrary to what people think, I like him. Shawn Porter got issues when it comes to Errol the True Spence because Errol the True Spence is just a refined, a perfected version of what he does. Remember, ineffective aggression versus tactical aggression. Let me say it again. Ineffective aggression versus tactical aggression. But guess what? It's aggression and nevertheless. It's pressure nevertheless. Because pressure does what? It bursts pipes. No one can overcome pressure. Not even he knows the sport. The question is, how can you endure under the duress of pressure? He knows the sport endures under the duress of pressure all the time because he knows the sport is always under pressure. That's the key. That's the goal. You know, like Hulk said in Avengers, you know the key of why I'm always so calm? Because I'm always angry. Woo! What I said was so deep and profound. No. What the Hulk said was so deep and profound. A lot of people didn't get that message, dog. Go back and look at Avengers 1. That thing went over a lot of people's head. The reason why I'm so calm is because I'm always angry. Meaning, if you always in that mode, you ain't got to get ready if you stay ready. That's what he's basically saying, dog. Let me say it again. You ain't got to get ready if you stay ready. So if he knows the sport is always under pressure, then pressure becomes normal. It becomes habitual. So that's what pressure is. It's infallible. It's impregnable. It's the infallible and impregnable style because it forces people to be in an uncomfortable, precarious situation. And if you're not used to it and it's not habitual to you, it will do something to you. That's what Shawn Porter presents to Terence Crawford. The chihuahua walking behind the damn fence. So when we contextualize this, now we understand why Shawn Porter and Terence Crawford hasn't happened. Because Terence Crawford knows he will, that whole boxing stuff he likes to do, hit me, I'm going to hit you back. Hit me, I'm going to hit you back. Hit me, I'm going to hit you back. It's going to get exposed, man. It's going to get demolished. And it's going to get mollywopped. Because Shawn Porter is not going to let you be all cute in the boxing ring. You got to find a phone booth type of fight with Shawn Porter. And if Shawn Porter is even 50%, because, you know, when you fight Errol the True Spence, you ain't the same fighter. Like Derek James said, you go 12 rounds with Errol the True Spence. He takes something out of you. He took a chunk out of Shawn Porter. This is very clear because you see Shawn Porter suffering from Errol the True Spence bloated trauma. Let me say it again. He's suffering from Errol the True Spence bloated trauma. A number of fighters that Errol the True Spence has fought suffers that. But, you know, he's the Megalodon Shark. The Megalodon Shark has no predators. It is the predator. But back onto the context as we contextualize it to the chihuahua barking behind the damn fence. Terence Crawford is a fighter that you have to understand fundamentally. You have to understand unquestionably, and you have to understand without fail that this guy right here does not want free smoke with the upper echelon, the welterweight division. This is why he ducked the real boogeyman, your Dennis Ugas. See, no one's talking about your Dennis Ugas. Don't nobody want to see that dude. But Shawn Porter is a tough cookie for anybody. He is the ultimate gatekeeper. So if you want to test yourself at the upper echelon of the welterweight division, you got to get through the ultimate gatekeeper, i.e. Shawn Porter. That will be your test for Errol the True Spence. Absence that, Spence versus Crawford is not happening. Because Terence but Crawford cannot sell a cookout, let alone a chicken dinner. And all he's selling is nothing but the Chihuahua barking behind the damn fence material. That's the cold-hearted. That's the unadulterated. That's the cutthroat true teller fashion. What did Maya Angelou say? When a person shows you who they are the first time, believe them. So once a Chihuahua barking behind the damn fence, always a Chihuahua barking behind the damn fence. That's the cold-hearted. That's the unadulterated. That's the cutthroat true teller fashion. This is He Knows the Sport. Checking out.